Good evening, dear viewers. It's exactly 6 p.m. Cairo local time. It's time for this English news bulletin coming to you out of Channel 2. This is Reem Tamer, and we start right away with the headlines. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi meets his German counterpart. Syrian Foreign Minister Asad al-Shaybani confirms that President Ahmad al-Shara will visit the White House in early November. And Iran said that it would rebuild nuclear sites damaged by Israeli and US strikes stronger than before. Welcome back. The news in full. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi asserted Egypt's commitment to enhance strategic partnership with Germany, especially in the political, military and security fields, as well as economic and investment cooperation, in addition to education and transportation fields, and focusing on industry and energy, especially the renewable energy. This came as President al-Sisi received the German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier. President al-Sisi stressed the importance of the results of the first Egyptian-European summit, regarding it as a crucial step in developing cooperation between Egypt and EU. The meeting tackled exchanging points of view in regional issues. President al-Sisi affirmed implementing Sharm el-Sheikh summit recommendations, the commitment of ceasefire in Gaza, the entering of humanitarian aid, and launching the reconstruction operation. The meeting shared means of cooperation to face illegal migration and discussing a number of joint infrastructure projects. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi hailed Hungary's support to Egypt inside the European Union institutions. The head of state's remarks were made during a meeting with Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, who expressed high appreciation to President al-Sisi, stressing on the deep ties binding the two countries. Both sides stressed the significance of the Egyptian-European ties, particularly after the recent Egyptian-European summit that took place in Brussels. President al-Sisi praised the remarkable progress in the bilateral economic cooperation and political coordination between Egypt and the European Union, highlighting the significant consensus and stances towards many regional and international issues of mutual concern, namely the situation in the Gaza Strip, efforts to find a settlement in Sudan, combating illegal migration, as well as other issues. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received Denmark Queen Mary with the attendance of Foreign Minister Badr Abdelalti, Danish Foreign Minister, and Denmark's ambassador in Cairo. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Mohammed al-Shenawi said that President al-Sisi highly appreciated the Queen of Denmark's participation in the Grand Egyptian Museum inaugural ceremony, which reflected the deeply rooted and distinguished ties binding Egypt and Denmark. The meeting also focused on means to enhance bilateral ties in light of President al-Sisi's visit to Denmark in December 2024, which witnessed the announcement of promoting the bilateral ties to the level of strategic partnership. In his speech addressing the inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum, President al-Sisi said that Egypt is writing a new chapter in its history, pointing that the great civilization is built in peacetime and spreads through the spirit of cooperation among nations. President al-Sisi said that the Grand Egyptian Museum is not only a place to preserve treasures, but a real document for the ancient Egyptian talent. However, President al-Sisi inaugurated the Egyptian Museum with 79 official delegations participated in the event, including 39 delegations headed by kings, princes, heads of states and governments, which reflects the interests of the international community in the Egyptian great civilization and the cultural and humanitarian remarkable role that Egypt plays. The museum was built in 20 years and expected to attract 5 million tourists on an annual basis. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and his Lebanese counterpart Nawaf Salam held a joint press conference following the convention of the Egyptian-Lebanese Higher Committee in Cairo today. The committee, the 10th of its kind, was headed by both prime ministers. Officials said it comes within the framework of boosting cooperation between the two sides in various fields. A number of files and issues of mutual concern topped the agenda of the committee meetings. A number of MOUs and protocols were also signed, covering a number of fields of cooperation between the two sides in the coming period. These include technical, education, tariffs, reciprocal visa conditions for diplomatic passports, and consumer protection and market oversight. In his meeting with the head of the African Union Commission, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, on the sidelines of the inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Expatriates, Badr Abdel-Ati, stressed full support for efforts by the African Union to settle strives and achieve comprehensive development in the continent. Abdel-Ati highlighted the importance of joint African vision and adopting a comprehensive approach to strengthen the ability of the continent to achieve tangible steps for continental integration and merger. Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdel-Ati affirmed the importance of the comprehensive implementation for the ceasefire war agreement in Gaza, the start of early recovery and reconstruction efforts, as well as the ensure of the access of the humanitarian aid to the Palestinian people. During his meeting with Austrian counterpart Bethha Riesinger, Foreign Minister Abdel-Ati expressed his keenness to the effective participation of Austria in the International Conference for Early Recovery and Reconstruction in Gaza that Egypt will host in current month. The meeting also tackled means of enhancing bilateral relations in various fields, especially economic, trade and investment. The Egyptian Red Crescent said that the 63rd humanitarian aid convoy provided from Egypt to Gaza started entering the war-torn strip today via a sub-portal of the Rafah border crossing to Karm, Abu Salim and Al-Auja border crossings. The convoy, part of an Egyptian organized initiative called Zad al-Izza, aims to alleviate the humanitarian suffering of Gazans. It is loaded with thousands of tons of urgently needed food, medical and relief supplies, in addition to petroleum and fuel substances. Hundreds of Israeli settlers stormed Al-Aqsa Mosque in eastern Jerusalem amid heavy Israeli forces protection. Palestinian news agency Wafa reported that more than 600 settlers entered Al-Aqsa Mosque and performed provocative Talmudic rituals. Also, the Israeli occupation troops arrested more than 11 Palestinians and 3 children in separate areas in the West Bank. Israel warned today that its military would step up its attacks against Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, a day after the Lebanese health ministry To the exciting world of sports, Al Ahly will clash against المصرية of Port-Said at 8 p.m. Cairo local time in the Egyptian Premier League 12th round. The Reds will be looking to return to their winning streak and to regain league top spot after they were held to a 1-1 draw with Petrojet in the previous round of the tournament. The defending champions placed second with 22 points, 2 points behind the Ceramica Cleopatra, while Al-Masri the third with 19 points. Arsenal extended the lead at the top of the Premier League to 7 points after a 2-0 win against Burnley. Arsenal have 25 points from 10 games with Bournemouth, who play on Sunday, second on 18th. Burnley are 17th with 10 points from their opening 9 games. Only 5 of Arsenal's 16 Premier League goals came from open play, with 9 from set pieces and 2 from the penalty spot. Dear viewers, by that we reached the end of this English news bulletin. Came to you after Channel 2. That was Reem Tamer. Many thanks for watching.